well. How do you see that going?
I see him going to knock the shit out of each other. It's going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it.
The kid had got a little bit better. He got a little more confident over Joshua, which was good, but confidence is just not enough. You gotta have some grit. You can't lose him with a jab and think you're gonna beat him. That's not.
What do you think of Fabio Wardley?
Good guy. We fighting together. Again, this world champ.
Quickly.
Boxing. It's a great sport. This is world champion.
This fight could change everything in heavyweight boxing. Wardley versus Dubois is not just a fight. It's a career destroyer or career maker. Stay till the end, because the predictions will shock you as excitement grows for the big fight between Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois. Many boxing experts are sharing strong opinions. Most believe this will be a powerful and intense battle. Dubois brings experience, while Wardley comes in with confidence and momentum. This fight could become a turning point for both fighters' careers.
Fabio is so smart. I was there with in the arena with the Parker, with Fabio Wardley versus Parker. I was with Team Parker. Well, Fabio was very smart for all rounds. So will be a great fight. I'm looking that Fabio is working well in the gym. His strength conditioning is so good. So I think that Fabio can win that fight with a smart hand, with his fast punches. He moved the head in a very strange position. So I think that Wardley wins.
Eric Chisora thinks Wardley has the edge. He believes Wardley is sharper, faster, and more powerful. According to him, Wardley will control the fight early, use his speed, and break Dubois down. He even predicts a clear win, possibly ending the fight early.
He's just nuts. You know, the way he just comes. You know, I hit him, but he's always there. And I hit him, he's always there. And that's why I said he's gonna win it. You know, Joseph hit him so good, but he bounced back. You know, he bounced back. So I knew that it's gonna be a tough night for Joseph, because I know how this young man is when you hit him hard. He's like, what's there's an action figure where you used to get, every time it gets hit, it gets stronger and stronger. I forgot the name of it.
David Price gave a very honest opinion. He says this is a risky fight for both fighters. Wardley's unpredictable style and power can cause problems, but Dubois is also very strong. For Price, this fight is completely 50-50, and anything can happen.
In Dubois' way is the use of one, it just depends how he responds to the defeat and the critics of that, where it's hit him. So if he can just take it on and go, right, I'll fucking show you now, then I think he's in with a great chance. But I've got Fabio Wardley as the favourite, but he can't make a mistake. He can't make one mistake. It's like the old Deontay Wilder. The old Deontay Wilder of old. You have to be switched on. He used to say you have to be switched on for the entire 3 minutes in another round. And I think Wardley would have to be with Dubois.
Would you say with his amateur pedigree and his kind of rise in boxing, Daniel Dubois comes in as the better boxer in that fight?
No, I wouldn't say he's the better boxer, because I think pure boxing wise, I think Fabio Wardley in a boxing match wins a boxing match. I think for brute strength and power, Daniel Dubois wins that. Oh no, I don't, even though Fabio Wardley hasn't had the same amateur background and everything else, he's caught up with all that. That doesn't matter. He's caught up. He's world champion. Technically, in the original sense of the word boxing, he's as good as any of them.
Italian boxer Guido Vianello believes Wardley is very intelligent inside the ring. His movement is difficult to read, especially for bigger fighters like Dubois. He says Wardley's speed and ring IQ could create serious challenges throughout the fight.
It's obviously different in sparring, but one punch power, who's got better power?
You know, when Dubois is in the right position and he throws his right hand, he's stronger than Fabio. Yeah. But smart boxer make a difficult fight, so Fabio is very smart. And his movement is very, very difficult to understand for big guys like us. So for this, I think that the Fabio Wardley way is stronger in that fight.
Do you think he'll stop Dubois, or do you think he'll win on points?
By points. By points, yeah.
And you want the winner. You want the winner.
Of course. I would love that.
Former world champion Duke McKenzie has warned Dubois to stay away from this fight. He thinks Dubois is taking a big risk, especially after a tough loss, in his view. This is a very difficult challenge and not the right timing.
Actually kind of been reported May the 9th, Fabio Wardley seemingly set to defend his WBO heavyweight world title against Daniel Dubois. I mean, really is a fight that not only can get the British fight fans talking, but the world boxing fans talking. A cracking fight between Wardley and Daniel Dubois.
Well, listen, as soon as that fight was mentioned, I nearly wet myself. Everybody knows, right? Everybody knows that heavyweight boxing is the flag bearer for world boxing, right? If it's the big boys, everybody wants to watch. And we've been spoilt, really, over the last couple of years with some big fights. AJ, Dubois, Fury, Usyk. You know, we've had some good ones. This one's right up there. This one will probably, in my eyes, it could surpass those fights because neither of these two are shot. None of these two are over the hill. None of, you know, they both hit so hard. Look at their records. So, you know, as soon as that bell goes, something's got to give. Now, for me, and I like Daniel Dubois. I like him a lot. You know, as you know, I picked him to beat AJ when many were going, he didn't stand a chance. But styles make fights. And now they've matched him with Wardley, I'm going to go against Dubois because styles make fights.
McKenzie also says Wardley's aggressive style could become dangerous very quickly if Dubois shows even a small weakness. Wardley will attack nonstop. Once he senses doubt, he becomes ruthless, which could make it a very hard night for Dubois.
Wardley's he's a little bit of a throwback fighter, Wardley, in as much as he's rough and he's ready. He takes a good shot, he soaks up punishment, and then when he lets them bullets start flying, listen, hell have no fury. That, you know, I know that it's normally like a woman's scorn, but when you get on top of that boy, that's when he's at his most dangerous. So look at their records. They're knockout specialists, the pair of them. They knock people out. They don't very often go the distance. So I know that obviously Wardley was getting outboxed by Hooney. What did he do? He closed the show. In the end, he closed the show. Same with Josie Parker fight. He was hit, he was hurt. What did he do? He closed the show. You know, they really have to put some respect on his name, Fabio Wardley. He's not the kind of guy you call out. As I know this isn't a warm-up fight, this is for the World WBA Heavyweight Championship of the World, which rightfully so. But you shouldn't call him out.
Many experts agree that this fight is unpredictable. Both fighters are skilled and powerful, making it very difficult to pick a winner. Right now, Wardley is seen as one of the rising names in the heavyweight division.
Wardley, the current WBO heavyweight world champion. Daniel Dubois, the former IBF heavyweight champion. Yes, please. Yes, please. Please, God. Yes, please. I want this fight. I've spoken about this fight a few times because it's carnage. I can't predict a winner. I don't know what will happen. And that's what I like. Like, who likes going to the boxing when you kind of predict and you know what's going to happen? I like the idea of knowing nothing about this fight. Like, in my mind, I think I have a favorite and I'll get to who I think will win, but I haven't got a clue because Fabio Wardley has surprised me a few times. Daniel Dubois has surprised me, a few times as well. So we are talking, as it stands, the two best heavyweights in the country. I mean, I know Tyson Fury's back, but he's not fought for, 15, 16 months. For me, this is number 1 and 2. And I don't know which order either, by the way. Normally, you'd have the champion as number 1, right? I don't know if that's the case with this fight.
This fight has the potential to make history in British boxing. Both Wardley and Dubois can deliver a career-defining performance. It could change rankings, break records, and shape the future of the heavyweight division in the UK for years.
This, though, is a whole nother level. Like, this is a stadium fight. And I don't mean stadium as in Portman Road, where Ipswich Town play. Fabio Wardley, obviously an Ipswich Town fan. I mean Tottenham. Wembley might be a stretch, you know, although, again, big fight depending upon the undercard. But Tottenham, definitely. I think both of these guys have fan bases now. Fabio Wardley's definitely built a fan base, and he's kind of built it organically as well. It wasn't always this, you know. It was maybe hundreds have turned into thousands, and Daniel Dubois is certainly a big fan favorite as well. cracking fight.
Famous trainer Teddy Atlas says Wardley's journey is very unusual. Unlike most top fighters, he doesn't have a strong amateur background, even though his size, power, and athletic ability helped him rise quickly. History shows that fighters without deep technical skills can struggle at the highest level. At the top, technique and experience matter a lot. However, Atlas also says Wardley has something special: his knockout power. He can end a fight at any moment. He uses a smart counterpunching style, stepping back to invite attacks and then landing a sharp right hand. This strategy makes him very dangerous because he can turn small mistakes into big opportunities instantly.
He's still a work in progress. This is a kid who had no amateur background. He was doing white-collar boxing. I mean, it's crazy. What an athlete. How big, how strong. What an athlete. And for him to... I've seen guys that are good athletes, they build their records up, okay, but then they're not quite. Michael Grant comes to mind. Michael Grant was tremendous. He was a great basketball player, or a good athlete, put it that way. And he got into boxing. He had really very little amateur background. I think he had a handful of amateur fights, maybe 10 at the most, 10 or 11, whatever. And then he went all the way. He beat Galata, a real top contender, you know. He wound up getting knocked out by Lennox Lewis, but he went pretty damn far for a guy with very little amateur background. Wardley's trying to outdo that. He's got no amateur background, and he's trying to do something that, you know, could be near impossible to do, it to get to the top. Where you can actually get to where you can win a world title.
What makes this one different?
Just the stakes are higher, and what's up for grabs is massive. The two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and yeah, it's top level. This is the highest level of boxing, so you know I'm ready for it.
Do you see this as a comeback statement opportunity for you?
Yeah, not even just that, just proving myself, showing what I can do, and showing, you know, what Daniel Dubois is really capable of.
This is a voluntary defence from Fabio, so when it was put to you, presumably you jumped at the chance.
Yeah.
But what went through your head? The fact that, were you expecting it, or were you a bit surprised the fact that he's chosen you?
It was talked about, few names, few other fighters I was gonna face, but when we got this one, we had to take it, you know. Had to take it. This is the biggest prize in boxing, in sport. So yeah, I'm just excited.